So guys, welcome to another gardening video on my channel. Today I'm actually going to give you a comprehensive guide on how I grew my corn this season. Okay, it should be a very interesting garden. It's going to be a collection of all of the clips of all of the videos that I have done centered around the corn. And also right now we literally have our last harvest of the corn, so I'm gonna do that as well, and you'll see that at the end. But I hope you do enjoy it. I hope it's helpful. I hope you learn something. And yeah, the garden is up and down, so yeah. You'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let's get into the video. So talking about corn, a really great one. I'm so excited to grow corn this season. I grew it the first time last season, and it did so really well. It did so well. I have to grow it again. What I did was that I actually grew different varieties. So I grew the sweet corn, and then I also grew these rainbow colored ones, which was really cool. So if you go into grow corn and a lot of it, why not experiment? Why not try different varieties? So definitely with corn, you need a lot of space, just a lot, especially if you want a lot of corn, because you need to be growing a lot of corn seeds that you need to actually plant in order to get a lot of corn. So yeah, out of one stalk you could probably get maybe one or two, so you'd probably want to grow a lot of corn. One thing that I can recommend, don't plant them next to tomatoes. They don't like to be grown next to tomatoes. However, they like to be growing next to pumpkin, peas, potatoes, and marigold. So all of these, they won't disrupt the actual growth of the corn. And I just had to show you, these are the seeds that I grew. So we had the popcorn glass gem, and then we also had the baby corn as well. So these are the ones that I grew last season. I just had to show you. And what I like about corn, it grows so easy. It grows really quickly and easy. Just make sure that you plant the corn in and literally just water, keep them watered. They will keep growing. So right now is the time to be growing corn. We have corn. So we have some corn in there. I actually planted a lot more corn, and I'm waiting for the rain to do what it does, and just to to germinate some of the remaining corn. But these ones were the early germinators. They came up, they said we're here, we're growing. So I'm really excited. I think the spacing is also pretty good. I think the spacing is not too bad. I think some maybe might need to just move in a bit, but I think it's really good. I would say that as long as there's some spacing. So if you look at this one and this one, that's good spacing. I would say these two ones, see, like these, now when it gets too close, these two are too close to each other, so I probably need to just separate them. So it's just about intuition, huh? Like these two also, just move them a bit. Maybe this one can go here. But with corn, you can also grow them fairly close to each other. They don't mind with how close as well. And we have some more. Over here as well. Some more corn. So I'm hoping that within a week, 2 weeks, we start to see more of the corn growing. And then I can, if they're not, then I'm probably gonna plant some more. And I wanted to plant the baby marrow and the corn together, so that they can basically companionize each other. And then here we have some of the corn. You see the corn is growing so nicely. It's growing really nicely. We're happy with this. We're happy with this, man. So yeah, we have some corn here. We have some corn here, and some baby marrow, which is also doing really well. So guys, I actually have a big update to share with you. So as you know, it was really hot in Gauteng. It was really hot. We hadn't had rain for quite some time, and then finally we had a lot of rain. So recently now we've been having like basically every single day. but let's say for the first few days it was raining really hard, and hail was also a part of that rain, right? So we had a hailstorm, and yeah, let me show you what's going on. This was one of my favorite spots, and this was basically where the corn is. So yeah, the corn, again, let me just go deeper. The corn has been really just ravaged by the hail. You can see it's starting to even, what is this, I don't know, flower, I guess. And it's, for me, it's too early for it to be doing this. And look here, you know, it's just really, like, most of them are very destroyed. They got really just dismantled by these things. You can even see now here there's even ants on these things. So yeah, it was really just a fail for the corn. I even had like a plan to, you know, because these are supposed to not be in lines, they are supposed to basically be, so all these gaps are supposed to be filled with corn in there, so that there's like blocks, you know, and they haven't really germinated. Only the lines have germinated, and now it's been basically destroyed by the hail. Yeah, so you know, I think now even diseases are getting in there. So what I've done, right, I'm basically, what I want to do is now say, okay, let me start again with the corn, because now it's actually the perfect time. It's hot and it's raining. So I thought, you know what, let me buy more corn seeds and place and actually plant them. And then, so already I've actually planted some beans. You can see that purple, you see those on that pink there at the thing, that is a bean. So I thought, you know what, let me in the meantime plant some beans next to the corn, and they can use each other as like a balancing act. Right, you can see this corn, it should be buried, but he's not. So let me just help him out here. Let me just, you know, but basically the corn and the beans are good companion plants to plant together. The beans will help with the nitrogen, and also for the corn, and then also with the corn, I mean with the beans can use the corn as a support when they are trellising upwards, right? So they can basically support each other in a nice way, right? So what I want to do, fill these gaps with more baby marrow, you know, pumpkin, all of these things, also the corn, and then next to the corn and the newly developed corn or the newly planted corn, I would put the beans as well next door to them. So here these beans fermenting, I've already planted some of the beans, so hopefully we'll see some growth with them. Yeah, so far nothing, I haven't seen anything. Then we also have some corn. So these corn, guys, okay, these corn, I need your advice on these corn, because obviously these were also damaged by the hail, right? And they're just not doing well. They haven't grown any bigger. They're creating the corn itself now, and I know that once it gets to this point where I can actually pluck this thing, once I get to be able to like pull this with ease, then I know they're ready to be harvested. But they're not growing big, and you know, that's a worry for me. So I'm just, and you see they're even getting eaten by things. Like you can see now they're getting eaten by things. Some have ants on them. So yeah, if you have any advice on how to revive this, or if it's too late, then let me know. But then on this side we have some more corn, but these ones are doing so much better. And you can see here they started to, you know, do the corn things, which is great. This is nice. This is a good example of the corn. So this is nice, you know, at least now we'll have some set of corn to harvest. Yeah, so these ones are doing fine. So there's these ones as well, and they're growing so well, so healthy. You can see how big they are. It's really nice. And if you just go down a bit, you have some beans. So some beans are growing with them, and I told you guys, beans and corn love each other. You can see that they are rambunctializing each other. They basically are good companion plants for each other. The beans can use them for growing up, for support, and then the corn uses their nitrogen fixing to get bigger and better. So it's just, a win-win, man. So yeah, I've companionized them together. And even over here as well, some more beans that are companion plants. So you can also see a lot of marigold. Marigold also a great companion plant for most crops. Now, but I think these corn, to be honest, are dead. I think I just need to take them out and replant some more corn. And then even if you go here, there's some more beans growing in here. And again, if you didn't know, beans and corn are great companion plants for each other. You can see that they are just flourishing with each other. They're doing really well, nicely with each other. So yeah, get those in there, man. So yeah, these corn are doing much better, much better. So yeah, this is a beautiful sight. Always love seeing this. And then someone said that I should actually that I need to actually self-pollinate the corn. Please let me know if this is true, because then I need to start getting going. So you can even see here, we have some really healthy pumpkin growing on the corn. And what I really like about these companion plants is that they really use each other, because here we have some corn that didn't do too well, but they really now supporting the squash and the pumpkin and also the tomatoes. So it's really a win-win. Even though I would have liked the corn to be alive, but it really helped the other crops, and they looking so fantastic. What I would also suggest is that you have a lot of pollinators. See, this needs to be pollinized, and the best pollinators to do that is bees. Give me some bees, some butterflies. They are the best to actually pollinate these crops, so that you actually have the squash, the pumpkin in fruition. Okay, then we have some corn, the big corn, the big corn, and I think they're also doing really well because they are by their friends as well. They are by the beans. You can even hear some grasshoppers, some crickets. Yeah. Okay, so those are also good for the grasshoppers are actually good for like some more insects and just chewing them up. So yeah, we have the corn, and the corn is doing okay so far. And then we have the corn. So the corn is also, and guys, so the corn, if you look at this one, right, the corn has been really small for some reason, but I feel like this we can actually harvest, because what I've learned is that when the corn is actually ready to be harvested, these things are very easy to take out, and that's how you know that this is now ready to be harvested. So I mean, the corn itself is pretty small, so I'm a bit worried that it's actually telling me that I can harvest without them actually being that big. So I don't know, maybe I just need to start harvesting, and yeah, because it looks like it. But the corn, I mean, it's very differing. Here we have this corn that's also still not hasn't produced yet, but then this one has. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what I should actually do. So we have some corn also here, and yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys actually responded so nicely to what I should do with the corn, and you guys said, I gotta leave them, bruv. Let them grow until the things actually get like dark, these things here until they get really dark, then you take them out. But yeah, everybody's been saying, yeah, no, just let the corn grow. So I'm gonna take your advice and I'm gonna let them grow. Okay. But you can see also here, some things are just eating at it. So if you know how can, hey guys, I don't know, maybe it's birds or something, but something's literally coming in and just like stripping it and then taking out some of the corn. So yeah, yeah, maybe birds. I'm thinking it could be birds. You see, look at this as well here. Crazy. Even here as well. I don't know if you can see here, but as well here. Then we move to the corn. Guys, I told you about the corn. The corn is actually doing much better, but I would say it's this variety, right? And I'm not actually entirely sure what variety it is, but this one is doing much better. And you can see that the actual corn plant itself is a very healthy plant, very, very healthy. So yeah, this one I'm really happy with how they are producing. And you can also see here the corn, you know, the corn are much bigger compared to the ones across them, the neighbors. And you can see here as well, we have another corn that's doing so well. I'm really excited, really excited. So yeah, again, as a rule, as you know, when it starts to harvest, this thing here turns really brown, and that's when you know that it's really ready to harvest. So I think it's still early to be harvesting, so I'm still gonna wait a bit for these ones. However, for these ones, and I have to show you here because look what's happening, right? I think these were even one of the colorful or the rainbow corn that I grew from last year, but they are getting eaten by birds, by things that just see that these are healthy crops or whatnot, and they just peeling the skin and eating. So as you can see here, the thing is brown. This thing, it's already brown, so it tells you that okay, it's ready to harvest. And I think the birds are basically doing my harvesting for me. So yeah, I'm gonna try and harvest the ones that actually haven't been peeled off, and the ones that have been, I'm just going to take them out, and then I'll catch you on the flip side just a bit quickly. You'll see by the time I come back they'll be done. All right, okay, so I've harvested some of the plants, and actually just taken out some of the ones that I think are already past way due to be harvested. And as you can see, now there's a lot less of the corn, and I just put them basically at the back there. They'll decompose there. I'll just leave them. I'll probably put them together with the corns, just to add some more nutrients to the already live ones. So yeah, this is what we have so far. And as I was saying, these ones were harvested by the birds or whatever, and you can see that these are the rainbow ones that I had about a year ago as well. So I grew these rainbow corn last year. So yeah, I tried to grow them again. I didn't have too many of the seeds, so only a few actually grew. But basically, you see, they just create rainbow corn. They create different color corn, and yeah, they definitely, like, they don't always come in the blue. Sometimes they come pink. Sometimes they just have different shades of colors that they actually come in. So yeah, this one was the blue one, but you can see that it was harvested by some birds, and I think I just harvested a bit too late, and I think the same is for this one as well. And you can see that there was a lot of pests and diseases that attached to these crops. So yeah, even here, yeah, you see, even here you can see, so even this was also a shade of color that they actually produce. But again, I think I harvested way too late. So yeah, no, the birds said, oh, okay, we'll harvest for you, mate. And then yeah, here again with another colorful crop. Yeah, you see, so yeah, so you see as well, you see they come with different actual varieties. Yeah, so yeah, no, definitely just too late. So these ones, at least they are not so much harvested. So let's see what we actually can harvest here. So just harvested this one, and look, you see it looks a bit healthier. You can see that not so much of the kernels have been actually like picked off, and you can see it's still a colorful one. So yeah, this is one. So yeah, you see, like, okay, so some of the corn actually grew pretty well, and you know, I think I may have actually harvested some of them a bit too early as well. But yeah, it's weird, guys. You see, when you poke, I must actually Google this. But apparently, when you get this white, that's when you know that they're actually ready to be harvested. So I'm not really sure. Hey, yeah, no, let me know. But I think, yeah, this season they haven't done too well. They haven't really completed the cycle, or if it was early, then the birds got to them, and if it was late, then they didn't produce too well. Like, they also produced these things, the wheat, I guess. So yeah, but you know, we live and learn. We keep growing. I'll probably keep trying to grow just a normal corn in the next seasons, and then I'll also wait for these ones to produce. These ones are doing really well, producing a lot more of the corn. So with the ones that didn't do too well, I'm just gonna throw them back into the garden. They'll add nutrients for the next season, and also maybe the birds will have a party. So yeah, I have to give you an update on the corn. So the corn has also been doing really well. These ones have stayed intact, and I'm gonna wait until this browns off to actually harvest, but they are doing actually really well. And you can see, look at how big and voluptuous these corns are. I think even this one might be ready to harvest a bit. Please tell me that it is. It might actually be ready to harvest. Yeah, so yeah, I'll keep you updated with that. And then we also have some more corn over here. This one's also doing really well, very strong. You know, the corn is conning, it's been conning. And then we also have some over here as well, doing really well. And I shouldn't forget about the corn. So I've actually harvested some corn during the week. If you didn't see, I put up a reel, I put up a short, I put up photos even. So, you know, please make sure that you check up on the profiles so that you can see the growth of the corn. And I'm okay with how the corn have been growing this season. I'm just a bit worried with this. I don't know why. But like they're not ready yet to be harvested, and you can see by this, right? This is still clear. When it starts turning brown, then you know that it's actually time to harvest. But I don't know what's causing the corn to do this, and I don't even know what this is called. If you know what it is, please do let me know, okay? But yeah, we have a lot of corn that's growing, and you can see they're all pretty much doing this thing, right? I don't know, yeah, but the corn, we have some little bit of corn left for the season, and then yeah, then we'll plant some other stuff in this patch here. You know, I don't know yet. Probably the kale will be there, but we'll see what grows there. Then the corn is, you know, the corn is still corning. Yeah, the corn is still growing nicely. So yeah, there was again another one that I think they're not ready yet to be harvested, but there was another one that got eaten by stuff. You see here, look at this one, you know, it just got eaten, and it just kept getting eaten by I don't even know what. So yeah, we can see that there's a lot of something that's eating the crops, but yeah, that's okay, you know, animal tax, it's part of the game, okay? And guys, I must also show you that bro, like, I come in today, right, and I see this, and basically it was like on the the actual corn plant, but basically eaten thoroughly by something. And yeah, it just, yeah, so I'm a bit demotivated with the corn this year. I'm obviously still gonna grow next year, but yeah, no, this year I think there's only one more that we can actually harvest. You see this one, I think it could be actually good to harvest now. Usually when this thing turns brown and it starts falling off, then you can start harvesting. You know what, I'm gonna harvest. Yep, and then we'll see later. I'll show you how it looks. And for the corn, we also have some too. Let's see what's inside them. Yeah guys, so some bad news. Both are, I think I harvested way too early. Both are not even developed a little bit, and they keep doing this thing at the top. I don't know why, but yeah, again, not developed, not good. It is what it is. Then the disappointments of the season, we have some corn. So you see this, even this patch here, this is beautiful, I won't lie, this one is beautiful. But the corn, yeah, this, I don't know, it is still not brown, so I'm still not going to harvest. And they're still doing this thing, which is weird. But yeah, this one, I think it's produced a lot, which is beautiful. I'm actually really happy with how much it's produced. Let's just do that. So yeah, very happy with that. But yeah, the harvest for corn haven't been too great this season. And yeah, that's it, and that's all. Here we have the corn. The corn, again, I'm not gonna do anything with the corn. Probably this one, I can see it's probably, oh guys, this season for the corn has been absolutely terrible. I can feel here that there's a lot of undeveloped kernels in there. Yeah, it hasn't been a great season for corn. But yeah, we have the corn. I think we'll let it keep growing there. We still have some more corn over here. Then we have the corn. Oh my word. So the corn, guys, I think you'll get a video soon, because yeah, no, these, I need to actually just harvest this and be done with the corn for this year. Yeah, but you can still feel that they haven't developed fully. So I think soon you'll start to see that I'm gonna harvest these, and yeah, it will be done with the corn. Wasn't a great season for the corn, but you know, it happens, okay? So as we said, we're coming to the end of the corn season in the garden, and yeah, we have a bit of some harvest. We have some, you know, these ones, they grew really strong. I'm just not I'm not too confident of how the results will actually be, which is quite it's quite disappointing. But you know, as I said in the beginning, you know, the garden, it will always surprise you. It will come up with different ways to make you learn. But yeah, we basically have only 3 more stalks. This one doesn't actually have much. I would say it only has the one. It has this one, and you saw how easily that came off. Okay, so that one, we'll obviously do a show of the actual harvest. And yeah, I've kept these on for longer because, to be honest, the corn was just a very disappointing harvest this year, or a disappointing crop this year. And previous years, last year we had a good one. You know, we had like some really good harvest. So I don't really know why this one was this bad. But yeah, again, as I say, you know, the garden will humble you so nicely. Let me take this out, bruh. So the garden will humble you. Let's just take some of these out, and look at how, I mean, dude, this is amazing for it to create this many. So yeah, these ones, I literally just need to now take them out, and then I'm going to use them as a mulch or just to basically feed the nutrients back into the garden. So yeah, you'll see that when I pick it. So yeah, as you can see, the corn is down, man down, and now we're just gonna use them to basically refertilize the land. Okay, and yeah, that's what we're gonna let it decompose here, and then maybe just move it at some point after at some point, and then so I can actually plant inside that area. But yeah, the corn is done. So yeah, here we have the harvested corn, and now I'm just gonna take off the leaves and show you what we have. So yeah guys, it's a constant theme with the corn. These are the harvested ones on this side, and this is just the debris. But you can see, like, they're not, the corn really hasn't been doing well. Even these ones, I think I tried to even harvest later than the previous ones, and still they still did this funny they did this funny thing where the tops would go out of the actual corn leaves. They would go like out of this, and then they would just show this protruding out of the actual corn. So I don't know what this was actually caused by. If you guys can let me know, please put it in the comments, so that for the next season I know what to avoid and how to get better, basically. But yeah, I think this is a lesson for the next season. Basically, I think what I would do differently, and you see, this is the problem, is that I don't really know what I would do differently, because I did the same from last year. I think maybe maybe doing another variety, because it seems like the colorful one, the rainbow ones, do a lot better than just the normal corn. So I have seen that has been a lot better. But other than that, yeah, I can't see any other way to improve the corn harvest. So if you can let me know, put it in the comments. And I know you guys are more experienced than I am. So yeah, this is the first time that I've experienced the corn doing this. So yeah, if you can let me know, that would be great. So yeah, I think reflecting on the corn season, yeah, it's been a poor one, to be honest. It's just been very poor. What I would say is that probably I'll try the rainbow corn again, because that one did really well. The normal corn didn't actually perform as well as I thought it would. Or maybe doing ones that are actually growing ones that are indigenous to South Africa. Maybe those are the ones that I need to try. But the popcorn corn, that one seems like it's a really reliable corn. And then also, I think just harvesting earlier, making sure that I harvest as early as possible, or before birds and all these other predators get to the corn, because that was also one of the things that deterred the corn. But basically harvesting a lot earlier, choosing the right variety. I thought that the placement would be better as well, would be good as well, and it just doesn't seem like it. I planted a lot more as well, so that they were it was crowded in a way, but it wasn't too much in one space. They all had, like, they were all protected from the wind, I guess. So I'm not sure. I know you guys will tell me what I could have done better. Please do. Please put it in the comments. Like, if you did it, I always say this, for me personally, right? I always try to show the positive side of the garden, and it's a bit of a downer when I don't have anything positive to show. But then at the same time, I don't want to not show you guys the negative side of the garden, because you will experience the negative side. So I want us to all learn, and I want us to also have this as a journal to kind of follow the journey of the garden, and not every time it's going to be a positive experience. Sometimes you are gonna get corn that doesn't show up, and that's okay. And I also want to show that to you guys. I don't want to just show you positives, that my garden is perfect, and because it's not. So I hope you did enjoy it. I hope it was helpful, and yeah, even though it wasn't the positive video that I wanted, I hope it was still a good and entertaining video. So yeah, guys, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, become a member, do all the beautiful things, and I'll see you guys in the next video on Wednesday. I love you all. Love, peace, and grow every single day.